Marriott offers Taylor Swift concert trips for 500,000 points. If you have 500,000 points sitting around in a Marriott Bonvoy account, that'll get you 4 or 5 nights at a luxury hotel, say the Ritz-Carlton Nomad in New York City or the St. Regis Maldives Vomuli. Or you can use them to go see Taylor Swift in 11 cities around North America and Europe. On Feb 27, Marriott International's loyalty program, Marriott Bonvoy, announced it's sponsoring the Eras Tour. Not only will that allow members to buy access to the coveted concerts with points, it'll also offer up the packages to non-members as part of a global sweepstakes aimed at growing the next generation of Bonvoy loyalists. Think Gen Zers from all corners of the world. Unlike most of the special events made available on Bonvoy's Moments platform, which go to the highest bidders, think Super Bowl tickets or access to the F1 Grand Prix, the 500,000 point price tag for Swift tickets will be fixed. That's part of an effort to keep the experience accessible, says Peggy Rowe, Executive Vice President and Chief Customer Officer for Marriott International. The price, which translates roughly to $5,000, includes a pair of tickets to see Swift, a 2-night hotel stay, dinner at a Bonvoy-affiliated restaurant, a spa treatment and transportation to and from the concert venue. But you don't need a single point to enter the sweepstakes, which goes live on Feb 27. Entries, made via this website, require little more than a Marriott Bonvoy account number, which you can register for on the same day you enter the contest. There's no purchase necessary, but there are eligibility rules that limit the contest to residents of 23 countries. The 250 prizes up for grabs total nearly $300,000, and winners will be chosen lottery style on a rolling basis. A grand prize consisting of 3 separate 4-day trips to see Taylor Swift perform in Vienna, Miami, and Toronto is worth an estimated $19,500 and includes round-trip airfare, in-coach, hotel accommodations, and a pair of tickets to each show. But most winners will receive a pair of tickets and a welcome gift at their Marriott hotel. Travel costs not included, for shows that range in location from Stockholm and Madrid to New Orleans and Indianapolis. The move is core to Marriott's international growth strategy, Rowe explains. We've never done anything this global in scale, she says, and with 70% of our hotel growth happening outside of the U.S., we have a strong desire to grow our member space globally as well. Rowe declined to provide a number for how many signats would make the promotion a success, though she says it will be significant. Increased social engagement alone, she says, will make it worthwhile. Offers to buy ticket packages with points will go live on the Marriott Bonvoy Moments portal on March 13, with new batches released throughout the year. You'll be able to sign up for notifications. In theory, you can choose the city, though as with other avenues for buying Swift tickets, you'll likely have to grab what you can get. Seats are guaranteed to have full, not partial views, but won't be in a box or special section and will be assigned to Bonvoy members in a block to create community among the group. Our most frequent travelers often get to access our bigger packages, and that's great, Rowe says. We should always have things that reward those people who are spending a lot and staying with us a lot. But we really wanted to keep this accessible so that our middle-of-the-road guests could also join in on the fun. How you define middle of the road is relative, however. Marriott says the 500,000 point price tag is the highest it's ever charged for a flat-priced experience. If you wanted to buy 500,000 points, it would theoretically cost you around $650,000, though you'd have to do that over 5 years, given you can only buy 100,000 points per calendar year. That said, the sum still falls far shy of Marriott Bonvoy's chart-topping points purchase, 5.3 million points for a hospitality package to Super Bowl LVII earlier in 2024. You might call that the Taylor effect too. All told, the Taylor Swift pricing is a rather fair deal, considering that tickets can easily run $600 and much more on resale markets. Marriott has plans to prevent resales, including identity verification at the venues. Bonvoy already quietly opened up access to Taylor Swift packages in Tokyo earlier this year as a test case for this global promotion. Based on that experience, Rowe predicts that these deals will be gone in seconds. BRG. Will Taylor Swift endorse him in 2024? Biden says that's classified. New York. U.S. President Joe Biden made light of conspiracy theories about him and pop superstar Taylor Swift during an appearance on a late-night show and had a ready answer to the question of whether she'll endorse him in 2024. That's classified. During an appearance on NBC's Late Night with Seth Meyers on Monday, Biden, a Democrat, joked with Meyers, a comedian, about conspiracy theories that the president and the singer-songwriter are in cahoots. Meyers said recent polling showed 18% of Americans believed Biden and Swift were somehow working together. Can you confirm or deny that there is an active conspiracy between you and Ms. Swift? Meyers asked Biden. Where are you getting this information? The president quipped to laughter. It's classified. Swift, whose massive popularity with young people would be a boon for the president as he runs for re-election in 2024, endorsed Biden in 2020, the president happily pointed out. The information you need to know, sent directly to you. Download the CTV News app. You think it might come around again? Meyers asked. I told you it's classified, Biden replied. Biden's appearance on the show, which was taped on Monday and broadcast early on Tuesday, is the latest attempt by the president to connect with younger people and dispel concerns about his age after a special counsel's report raised questions about his memory and mental acuity. Biden, 81, noted that former President Donald Trump, his likely Republican rival, 77, was close to him in age and has had his own problems with verbal slip-ups. You gotta take a look at the other guy. He's about as old as I am, but he can't even remember his wife's name, Biden said, referencing Trump's recent appearance at the conservative CPAC conference, in which some thought he referred to his wife, Melania, as Mercedes. Mercedes Schlapp, a former communications official in Trump's White House, is one of CPAC's organizers. The former president's reference may have been to her. Biden also sought to address concerns about his age by comparing his policies with Trump's in areas such as abortion. Biden supports women's rights to abortion. Trump has expressed pride in naming 3 new justices to the Supreme Court during his tenure who later helped repeal the landmark Roe v. Wade decision that had guaranteed abortion rights nationwide. It's about how old your ideas are. Look, I mean, this is a guy who wants to take us back, Biden said, referring to Trump. He wants to take us back in Roe v. Wade. He wants to take us back on a whole range of issues. Taylor Swift's spokesperson addresses alleged altercation between singer's dad Scott and Sydney photographer. 2 individuals were aggressively pushing their way towards Taylor, grabbing at her security personnel, a rep for Swift tells POPL in a statement. A spokesperson for Taylor Swift is addressing reports the pop superstar's dad Scott was involved in an altercation with an Australian photographer early Tuesday morning. 2 individuals were aggressively pushing their way towards Taylor, grabbing at her security personnel and threatening to throw a female staff member into the water, Swift's rep tells POPL in a statement. On Tuesday morning local time, Australia's Sky News reported that Scott, 71, had been accused of assaulting a photographer on Sydney's North Shore hours after her latest performance. In a statement to People, police, who could not confirm the identities of those involved, said they were investigating an alleged assault after a 71-year-old man allegedly assaulted a 51-year-old man at Neutral Bay Wharf around 2:30 a.m. local time on Tuesday. The younger man reported the incident and inquiries are now underway by officers attached to North Shore Police Area Command. The man did not require medical treatment, according to police. Scott has been a familiar face at his daughter's record-breaking tour since it first kicked off last spring. Over the weekend, he was seen handing out food to fans and mingling with Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and actor Rebel Wilson in the VIP tent. Swift, 34, wrapped up her 4th and final Eras Tour show at Sydney's Accor Stadium Monday night. We have had the most wonderful time. I've got to tell you that, the Grammy winner said on stage. You are here in one of the most exciting cities in the world, and you chose to hang out with us. Thanks, guys. Ahead of opening night last March, Swift shared a photo of a backstage pass she had made for Scott. Doe Pass, dad of headliner, read the all-access pass. Made my dad's tour credential, Swift captioned the snap. We are a small family business. Scott, along with Swift's mom Andrea and brother Austin, also accompanied Swift to the Super Bowl, where they cheered on Kels and the Kansas City Chiefs as they took home another championship. Swift then jetted to Melbourne, where she played a string of 3 shows that drew 288,000 fans. 96,000 people the first night, 96,000 people the second night, 96,000 people tonight. All of that, those are all the biggest shows I've ever played on a tour, and you did it 3 times, Swift wrote on X, formerly Twitter. After a short break following the Australia leg of her tour, the singer is set to be back on stage March 2 in Singapore, where she is scheduled to perform 6 shows.